Hi, my friends, Susanna here with a powerful session. We're going to focus on the ability of our bodies, our muscles, to accelerate with velocity. That's power. And the reason for this is because as we age, we lose this ability if we don't use it. And I don't know about you, but as I get older, I still want to be able to get up and go. So join me as we start with some foot exercises because we need stability before the rest of our body can do anything. So stability starts in the feet, so important. So we'll do that, and then we'll do some other exercises for knees, hips, and shoulders, and then end with some power moves, some hopping. Ready? Ellie's taking a nap. I don't think she's going to get too involved in today's session. And we're going to begin today in Tadasana, mountain pose, because it all starts with being stable and grounded. And that's where our yoga practice can really help. So gather up what you need and I'll meet you back, and we'll begin like we always do by getting grounded. All right, my friends, let's get started in Tadasana, mountain pose. 2 feet hip width apart or so, more or less parallel. Key here, mind into the soles of your feet. It's the mind-body connection. And that's where our nervous system gets to be in charge of what's going on here. And right now, we are moving a little forward, a little back, taking yourself off balance in different ways, and then moving side to side. And the thing is that the bottom of your feet, the soles of your feet, are constantly reacting, the bones and the muscles, to keep you upright. And now I suggest random movements. And so this is a moving Tadasana, a moving mountain. The purpose of which is to engage the muscles of your feet and your brain, because your brain is practicing keeping you upright even as you take yourself off balance. Good. So you feel yourself gripping the mat, leaning back on the heels, and then a little bit edges of your feet as well. Good. And now step it out. And then let's step a little wider and do it again. And this time just lean a little bit more to one side and then the other. And then grip your toes and circle around. Then the upper body starts to get a little warmed up as well, right? Everything's connected. Focus on the feet though. Stability in the feet, mobility in the feet, that's where it all begins. Okay, now we'll come back to stillness again and step it out. And now our toe exercises. Looking down at your toes and say, okay, toes, we're going to keep the big toes down as we lift up the little toes, all of them. Lift them up. Take a breath. Exhale and switch. Little toes down, big toes up. And switch again. Big toes down, little toes up. Now, if this is new to you, now switch it again. You can practice this. I have other videos where I demonstrate how you can practice this. You could even be kneeling down on the mat or doing this from a seated position. You could literally train your toes to do this if they're not doing it easily right now. Good. And then step it out. This is something very important I suggest that everyone do, is your toe lift exercises. And now let's try lifting all the toes at once, which is probably more accessible for many people since your brain has to just make everything go the same way. Lift up the toes. Now, with toes lifted, can you feel the 3 points of contact at the soles of your feet? Big toe mound, pinky toe mound, and heels. Lift up the toes, tighten the muscles around your kneecaps, squeeze your glutes a little bit. Now find a really good posture here with your toes lifted. Don't forget to breathe and plant the toes back down, and then we'll go ahead and step it out. And next up is the pony. So the pony dance. So you may know this, where you're going to alternate lifting the heels and putting pressure on the toes and the balls of your feet. You may have danced this dance in the past without thinking about what's actually happening. But now think about it, put pressure on the toes, that strengthens them, and then come down on your heel, and that's a bone density move, my friends. A little vibration on the heel. And of course, our hips and our knees are getting a little workout as we dance the pony. Okay? And we'll do that a few more times. I wish I had music. Can't play music on YouTube. Sorry. Okay, heels down. But you can play music. You should. Put on some music and do the pony. Do the whole video with some music. Okay, and now step it out. And then finally, I'm going to get my chair just to have a little bit of balance help here. So we're going to stand on one leg, one foot, lift up the other, and then rotate that ankle around and around, and then the other direction. And now we're going to step on the top of that foot. Ooh, baby. So this is the same thing as I sometimes recommend, pulling on the top of the foot, which is a plantar fasciitis remedy. But I realized that just stepping on the top of your foot is the same movement, so I'm doing that now. And release, and then let's lift up the other leg, rotate the ankle, other direction, circle, and now step on the foot. Woo-hoo! So you get to decide how much pressure you can handle here. But trust me, this is good. It's stretching the top of your foot and releasing the fascia of the inside of your foot. But don't forget to breathe. Great, and then you can release from that and step it out. Now face your chair, and we will do some other exercises to for all kinds of great reasons. First one, lengthen the spine. So walk back, and let's call this, I would say this is like a variation on downward dog. So your legs are straight, maybe the knees are a little bit bent, and then you're holding onto the back of your chair and you're lengthening your spine. So you're sticking your butt out behind you and you're feeling length. Try to create traction there. Good. Excellent. And then walk forward. And now here we will step the right heel forward and bend the left knee and hinge at your hips, and then back to foot focus. We're going to lift up and down. So this strengthens the ankles as well as the foot. So let's go for 10, 9, you're tapping your whole foot down as you pull it up, 7, 6, 5, and you know about hinging at your hips, right? Your back is straight. You're sticking your butt behind you. And let's say 3, 2, and 1. Pull up on that last one. Woo, it feels great. And now come forward. Put the weight on the front foot. Send your hips forward a little bit. Lift your sternum. Breathe. Nice. And then we'll switch sides. So now you'll step your other heel forward. Hinge at your hips. Okay, see that? Stick your butt behind you. And then pull up on your foot, and now start to tap. So tap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pull up, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and hold it up. Pull, pull, pull. Great. And then come forward, send your hips forward, your sternum up, and step forward. Very nice. Excellent. And now our next exercise will be for squats. So yoga squat is Utkatasana. I'm going to move the chair out of the way. So Utkatasana is yogic chair pose, and it's a squat. It's 2 feet about hip width apart, and we're going to do it in a moving way and in a isometric way in the typical standard chair pose way. So First, we'll do it in the moving way. So you're going to send your hips back and the arms are going to come back. So it's going to be like you're a skier, right? Downhill skier. Now, keep your knees going straight over your toes and then stand up and squeeze your butt. So sit down and up. Swing the arms and lift up. Take it back and up. Now feel your feet nice and grounded. Make certain that your knees are not coming in towards each other, which mine tend to do. And we'll keep going for a little bit more. So root down and lift up. And we'll make this a power move. So accelerate up, inhale up, exhale back. Yeah, so you're a speed skier. And up again. So feel the power. Move the arms through the shoulder joint. Nice. Good. And now pause. Let's do Utkatasana, chair pose. So feet are hip width, hinge back. And now if your arms are okay to be extended up, that's your option here. Your arms are framing your ears. And if you would prefer, you could do cactus arms here or even place your hands on your hips. But the key here is you're in this chair pose, hinged hips straight back, isometrically engaging the muscles of your lower body. It's not easy. It's chair pose, breathing in, breathing out. And then root down to rise up and release your arms. Very nice. Okay, that got my heart rate up. I don't know about yours. All right, what do I have planned for us next? Well, next I would like us to do lateral movements. Again, I'm going to move my chair even further away so that I don't bump into it. We will step out to the side and let the foot land with the knee tracking over it wherever it goes. So you just step to the side and bend the knee. So let's try that together, okay? So a little bit of impact, come down a little hard, and then the knees go over the toe. So let's do 10, 9. Now if your knee starts to hurt, make your step much smaller and so that it doesn't hurt so much. Or try a different direction. But just go to the side, side lunge. Good, and keep going. Remember, we need to train our knees and our muscles to go in all kinds of different directions, so it doesn't have to be the same way every time. Last one, and back to center, other side. So start slow. Figure out where you want to go. Okay, that feels good. All right, let's go. 10, 9. Woo! Cut myself off balance there. 8, 7. Just so you know, I'm a normal human, just like you. There's no exact right way to do this, and every once in a while we could do it the wrong way. Then we adjust. And sometimes our brains are not on the same page, and that's the point. Okay, because it's called real life. Step it out. And next up, we're going to go from Tadasana to a goddess squat. Okay, here's the side. It's a side movement again, but into a squat. And back to center, and then we'll go the other way, so we'll alternate sides, like that. So inhale, exhale, go. And now we can get the arms involved. This is where we get powerful, my friends. Good, and we'll take it out for 5, 4, and 3, almost there, and 2, and last one. Let's hold this goddess. Let's hold this goddess stance, squat, tailbone drops, knees are following the toes. Bring your prayer hands to your heart. Breathe. And now, hands on thighs, hinge at your hips, go down and roll up till you're standing. Nice. Pivot your feet forward. Relax and step back together. Step it out. Okay, my friends, let's take a break between our goddess power moves and our final hopping moves to cool down a little bit and again, lengthen our spines. Are you ready? You can do this up against a wall. Wall dog is what I call this, where your arms are parallel and shoulder width apart, and you just press. A wall is good because then you can really press away as you lengthen the spine and your arms are framing your ears. And if your back is rounded at all, you bend your knees and then stick your tailbone out behind you, okay? So there is one way to really effectively lengthen your spine. Now, I also was doing this at my chair, and you could do it at your chair as well. Difference with the chair is you can't push as hard on the chair, but that's okay. Still does the same thing. So you're lengthening the spine as you keep the knees slightly bent and then maybe straighten them. You decide. Breathe, 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 breathe. You're not dropping your head. Your arms and ears are in the same alignment, and your neck is in alignment with your spine. Find your breath, find your breath. Good. And then you can release. Okay? So a nice spine strengthening exercise there. And now we are ready to do power moves. Okay, so we're going to start with stomping. So I can also suggest if you suffer from plantar fasciitis, you may choose to put sneakers on for these movements. Or if you're doing them outside, you would probably be wearing shoes. But honestly, barefoot is fantastic. Going barefoot is a good thing, or using barefoot shoes. So you've got protection, but you're still getting the benefit of your feet muscles having to get that impact and do the work they need to do without a bunch of cushioning. Shoes, turns out shoes are actually counterproductive in many ways. But here we go. Your choice of footwear or not, let's stomp. So lift your legs up high and we will go. Stomp, stomp. And you can walk around too if you want to walk around. We're going to do this for a minute. That's my practice these days. A minute of stomping. Lift those legs up high. Use your glutes, use your core. Great for posture and good for shoulders too. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And of course, if you come down with nice, firm impact, it's good for bones. Stomp, 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 stomp. Stomp away, my friends. We're almost there. Our minute is almost there. Lift up higher. Okay, great. And let's call that about a minute. Okay, excellent. Whew, great job. And now for hopping. Let's hop while holding onto the back of a chair to start. Okay, and in this hop, you can put your weight into the chair and allow impact without worrying about balance. All right, so 2 feet. Now when you come down, the knees need to go in the same direction as your feet, and your feet should come down straight. So do the best you can for that. And let's do 10, 9, 8. So you can use the chair to push off. It'll allow you to go up high and down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Whew, that was fun. And now we will hop without the chair. All right? Ready? 2 feet, shoulders relaxed. Relax knees, and let's go up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Perfect. Good. So that's your hopping from the ground. And then in the challenge, I've been hopping down off of a step. So I encourage you to do that. If you have a step nearby and you're watching the video, you can do that. So I don't have that to demonstrate for you at the moment. So I'm just going to hop again, but I'm going to hop forward and then I'm going to hop backwards. So that's another fun challenge. So you decide what your next hopping move will be. Perhaps this one. So I'm going to hop forward a few hops and hop backwards. Knees straight ahead. And 1, 2, 3. And then hop backwards. 1, 2, 3. That was fun. I'm going to do that again. 1, 2, 3. And backwards. 1, 2, and 3. Excellent. All right. And there you have it. Okay, my friends, that is our stability and power session for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I am proud of you for getting your cells fired up so that you can move forward in your life for the long game. That's why we're doing this. So let me know what you thought. You can go below the video, leave a comment. You can join me on Facebook and we can talk about this in real time. And if you're not yet a member of the Strong Bones Facebook group, you can request to join. There should be a link below this video where you can go and you can ask to join 46,000 women. We are all there to support each other on our quest for strong bones and a healthy lifestyle as we age. So thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you'll do these exercises on a regular basis and be strong. Thanks. Have an awesome day.